What sold? Day 143. The first sale of the day is this Patagonia Cinchilla Snap Tee in a men's extra small. This sold in 2 days for a best offer of $30 plus shipping. Since this was an extra small, I priced it down a few bucks, and it still sold really quickly, and $30 is pretty great for a size extra small sweater. Sale number 2 is this Dixon Flannel in a men's 4XL. This one sold in 3 months for a best offer of $42 plus shipping. I'll show you guys the tag on this one. This one's called the Tory. Like I said, it is in a size 4X, and honestly, most items, I would say, the majority of items, usually the bigger the size, the better. But with these Dixon flannels, I think the sweet spot for them is around the XL and 2XL sizes. Those seem like to be the best sellers. I think once they get into the very, very big sizes, they might move a little bit slower and maybe even for a little bit less money. But this is still a great sale, and the Tory is definitely still a good one of these Dixon flannels to be on the lookout for. So number 3 is this Pendleton wool shirt in a men's 2XL. This is a Sir Pendleton button-up. It is not a flannel. It's just a wool button-up. And it sold in 2 days for a best offer of $31 plus shipping. So even just these wool button-ups that aren't flannels still sell really well from Pendleton. And any Pendleton in a size 2XL is going to be a great seller. So number 4 is this J. Crew Thomas Madison Ludlow shirt in a men's large. Let me show you guys the tag on this one. Even though this one didn't sell for much, I think if you find this one without any flaws, then it can have some decent value. That's why I picked it up. I didn't realize I had a flaw with some weird cutout in the button. So it ended up only selling for $7, and it took 2 months to sell. But I think this is closer to a $15 to $20 shirt if there's no flaw with it. This is one of the more valuable basic J. Crew button-up shirts. So number 5, another item that also ended up having some flaws that would have sold for much more, is this Apple employee sweatshirt in a men's large. This one sold in 44 days for a best offer of $10 plus shipping. It did have multiple discolorations on the front of it. If not, this is probably a $20 to $25 sweatshirt. So a couple items here that I probably just missed the flaws on, and that happens sometimes. You're not going to catch the flaws on every item, especially when you're sourcing as many items in one day as I do. I normally source all of my items for the week in one day, so I'm sourcing anywhere from 100 to 150 items in a 12, 13, 14-hour day. So I am going to miss some of these, but it is something that I do want to improve because it would definitely help my bottom line if I could pass on more of these flawed items. I'm still probably breaking even on these, or maybe making even $1 or $2, but it would be better if I would just left these items behind. They're not worth the time when I'm only making a couple bucks or breaking even. Sale number 6 is a pair of Nike Tech Fleece joggers in a men's medium. These sold in 10 days for full price $40 plus shipping. I think I talked about the men's jogger pants yesterday in my what sold. I was saying to look them up because there are some very valuable ones. These ones are more of a knit feeling material. They feel much different than other ones, but even some of the regular sweatpants can still sell really well. But these are some of the best ones to find, and this is just an amazing sale. I probably picked these up for $5 to $7 at a thrift store. Sale number 7 is this pair of camo Nike shorts in a men's XL. These sold in 6 months for a best offer of $18 plus shipping. This is a great thing to look out for almost any brand, but especially Nike, you want to be looking out for things that are out of the ordinary. So camo is definitely going to be a better seller than a plain pair of shorts. Sale number 8, this is an item I suggest that anyone picks up. This is a Hollister button-down shirt in a men's large with these palm tree print all over it. I picked this up about 1.5 years ago, and it sold for full price, $10 plus shipping. This was listed for over a year, so it was on my 50% off sale. That's why it was only $10. But honestly, I'm super happy to sell it for $10. If someone would have offered me $4 or $5, I probably would have accepted it just to get an item like this out of my store. I know that Hollister button-up shirts do not have a high demand, and these are items that I do not want in my store anymore. I only want items that are sought after and that have high demand. Sale number 9 is this Nike Tech quarter zip in a men's large. This sold in 16 days for a best offer of $33 plus shipping. I pick up almost anything that has the Master logo on the front of it. Almost everything sells decently. I don't think the polos sell for as much as they used to, but they're still good enough sellers that as long as you're picking them up for normal thrift store prices, then you're definitely going to make a good profit. And if you can find any of the outerwear like this, then that's just going to add to the value. So number 10 is this Carhartt Force button-up shirt in a men's 3XL. This took about a month to sell, and it sold for a best offer of $13 plus shipping. And I think that was with a little spot on the front of it. So if not, it probably would have been closer to a $15 or $18 shirt. Some of these basic Carhartt items can do okay as long as you can pick them up at a low enough price. But you really want to be looking out for the more substantial pieces from Carhartt. Sale number 11, one of the band t-shirts from that large band t-shirt buyout that I did. This is from the band Scorpion, and this is from their 2018 tour. This sold in 3 months for a best offer of $13 plus shipping. I picked these up for a little less than $4 each, so this one's still making a decent profit. And the men's band shirts from this buyout have actually done pretty well, probably even a little bit better than I would have expected. But the women's ones really are bringing down the value. I'm selling the women's ones for like $6, $7, $8, but I'm just trying to get them sold, get my money back, and not make that mistake again when I'm doing a deal. I need to look a little bit closer. And honestly, I just haven't had a lot of success with bulk deals yet, but hopefully I can make some more in the future that are much better. And I'm learning every time I do a bulk deal what I don't want to do. So hopefully going forward, my bulk deals get better because I do want to increase my listings and sell more items. So there is going to have to be some bulk buying done sometime in the future. Sale number 12 is this Trader Joe's sweatshirt in a men's small. This is one of the vintage ones from the 90s. It sold in 1 month for full price, $28 plus shipping. I've said it multiple times over the past couple weeks, but these Trader Joe's sweatshirts, doesn't matter if they're vintage or not, they all sell amazing for around the $30 price. Sale number 13 in the final sale of the day is this Fabletic Henley shirt in a men's XL. This sold in 9 months for a best offer of $11 plus shipping. The Fabletic stuff just is super oversaturated. You really need to be careful with how much you're paying for it and what exactly you're picking up. There are some items that are in more demand than others. I think the pants might be some of the best men's items to pick up. Those might be in the best demand. But the shorts can also do okay if you're picking them at a low enough price to let them go at a low price. That's probably true with most of the Fabletic stuff because there is a decent amount of volume being sold. But you need to price it low enough that it's going to move quickly, meaning that you need to pick it up for just a couple bucks for most of the items, which is hard to do. So most of it is a pass at normal thrift store pricing. That's it for the sales today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow for day 144 of the What Sold series. Peace.